अर्धकायं महावीर्यं चन्द्रादित्य विमर्दनं सिंहिका गर्भसम्भूतं तं राहुं प्रणमाम्यहम्. Welcome to Jothishi.com. In this video, we will talk about the planet or graha Rahu and its characteristics. Rahu is a fictitious graha, and unlike other planets, it's not physically present in the solar system. Rahu is basically a cluster of imaginary points in the sky. It is a shadow planet, the north node of the moon. Also known as the dragon's head, it is the intersection point of the respective paths of the sun and the moon. Even though it is not a physical planet, it is given a lot of importance in Hindu astrology. It is considered as one of the most powerful and malefic planets. Rahu represents obsessive ambition, opportunistic passion. It also involves disruption, appropriation, disguise, camouflage, smoky haze, etc. Rahu denotes pretension, imposters, masking, camouflage, crashing boundaries, party crashing, sneaking in. It also denotes lacking a legitimate invitation. Rahu generally denotes water cyclones, typhoons, hurricanes, dark, smoky places, sudden forward moves, leapfrog, adventure, risk, breaking unjust laws, sudden ascendancy, landslide election victories, risk positive, the person who takes excessive risk and chances. It also denotes poison, stigmatized disease, addictions, breaking habits, betrayal of trust, false entitlement, crossed limits, erased boundaries, illegitimacy, spasms, epilepsy, earthquakes, intense attraction, which is also akarshana, misappropriation, obsession, compulsion, dysfunctional desires, unrequited love and addictions, afflictions via psychic agencies, altered perceptions, blind impulse, superstitious fear, forbidden terrain, forbidden social circles, etc. According to the Puranas, after the churning of the ocean to produce nectar, the nectar was being served to the gods, and one demon came and sat between the sun and the moon, disguised as a god. The sun and the moon recognized the demon and complained to Bhagavan Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu immediately severed the demon's head with his chakra, but by then the demon had consumed enough nectar to make him immortal. Thus the demon's head became Rahu, and since then Rahu has been a strong enemy of the sun and the moon. Rahu has a deep impact on human life and governs mental states like ego and aggression. It takes a total of 18 years to complete the circle of zodiac signs and stays in each sign for about 1.5 years. Because it is a shadow planet, it has not been assigned to any house or sign. However, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo are considered the houses for Rahu. Rahu, the dragon's head, is the representation of everything that is unacceptable in human society. It is a rebellious planet, does not like authority, is mischievous, loves deception, secrecy, and represents a dark side of human nature. It influences politicians the most and promotes earnings from shady sources like gambling, theft, and even death. Addiction to danger, lunacy, selfishness, greed, manipulation, and betrayal are the common characteristics of Rahu. It is believed that Rahu is incapable of discriminating between good and evil. So it focuses on achieving what it wants by any means possible and which may not be acceptable in this society. Rahu is described with 4 arms carrying a sword, a shield, a shula and a vara, blue colored and mounted on a lion. It has a black body in appearance. A person of 100 years is facing the southwest direction and lingers in the corner of the house. Rahu causes great fear to men, and the diseases associated with Rahu are epilepsy, smallpox, worms, flies, etc. It represents ghosts, fiends, goblins, etc. Rahu also is responsible for suicides related to hanging, lack of appetite, and the disease leprosy. Rahu is related to carriers like metal, iron and steel, lead and alloys, pesticides, chemicals and gases, fertilizers, poisonous substances, toiletries. There are large number of politicians and sports people and film actors who have excellent Rahu placement in the chart. Rahu can represent the agent of much needed change in an overly rigid social system. Rahu can also be the engine of identity change, altering the appearance of the psycho-physical attribute. Rahu can serve as a breakthrough agent of spiritual and psychological change. Rahu can also provide the extramarital affair that shocks married partners. It can also denote the sudden invasion of a country that shocks the nation. Rahu can be the failing grade that causes the student to reorganize one's time and commitment, a sudden agent of change. Rahu can also denote a bad company that tricks the unconscious native into dangerous and illicit social situations. Rahu is considered good in the 3rd and the 6th house. It is also a Raja Yoga in the 10th house. Om Ram Rahave Namaha. Om Bhram Bhreem Bhraum Saha Rahave Namaha. Hope you did like this video on Rahu and its characteristics. Thank you for watching the Jothishi.com channel.